Hey everybody, Pastor Vern with your daily update for July 23rd, 2020, as we continue to talk about some of the books of the Bible. We were working on the historical books and we needed a break from that so I can do some more research on the books that are combined, such as 1st, 2nd Kings, 1st, 2nd Samuel, those kind of 1st, 2nd Chronicles, those kind of books. Found out some things about them that I didn't know about, and I need to kind of sort that out before I can share that with you. So we went into the poetic books here for a little bit. That goes from Job to the Song of Solomon. We talked a little bit about Psalms yesterday, and today we're looking at Proverbs now. And Proverbs is one of my favorite books because I like little witty sayings, and I like to be able to look through these and say, hey, how does that fit where I am today? One of the great things about Proverbs, if you get a good Bible app or go online to some of the better quality Bible based services, you can put in maybe what you're facing that day and ask for what says about Proverbs, and something might come up on that. Proverbs is widely known as the sayings of Solomon. Actually, he had thousands, like 3,000 sayings, and he had thousands of songs that he used as part of the his relationship with God and his teaching and his legacy. And there are some stuff that's in there that is, pretty witty. One of the things we don't quite understand, though, very often is, unless we really look at it, there's really about two or three, four things that are not obvious on the outset. Is one is that some of these proverbs are by Solomon and some of them are for Solomon. Some of them are advice given to him by others that he's been requoted and to help him find his way through the world. Uh, and I just kind of love. I could pick out almost any place here. I just happen to turn to uh, where are we at in 25, and um, you can just kind of pick out about any place, and you can see something. What your eyes have seen, do not be hasty to bring into court. For what will you do in the end when your neighbor puts you to shame? Argue your case with the neighbor directly and do not disclose another's secrets, or else someone who hears you will bring shame upon you and your ill repute will have no end. Just jumped right in there to something, and I just randomly picked that out of a chapter. One thing we don't really realize, though, is that this is not 100% the words of Solomon, either for his advice or advice he gives. In the I believe the 30th chapter, there's another person who's called an oracle, Agar, who that chapter's his words. Oracles were people who God talked through, who were able to relay God's messages. We hear about oracles once in a while in the scriptures, not a word that's used a tremendous amount. And then the last chapter is really something that's unique in many ways. It is the words of a king, but they were what his mother taught him. And in a patriarchal society where women weren't greatly respected all the time, it's kind of a refreshing little chapter in Proverbs to know that these were things that a wise woman, a person who was strong in their character, wise, were able to share these things with their son, and he could carry them along with him. And also, a lot of it in this last chapter is how women are how they present themselves in a way that is godly. Some of it's a little bit patriarchal, sure it is, but still it talks a lot about how what is desirable that women bring to the relationships in the world. And so it's kind of a cool little chapter. I've used some of it from time to time for Celebration of Life when we've talked about women, especially strong intelligent, thrifty, and powerful women who just take things into their own hands. Kind of take a look at that a little bit. That might open your eyes a little bit. That as we read the Bible and we see that it's written from basically a male perspective, is that women were maybe a stronger force than we give them credit for. Okay. All right. Well, you take good care of yourselves. Watch out for others the best you can. Continue to be safe, and we will see you later. Bye.